Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Dice Age campaign. I'm your host, Justin Hayward. With me today are the three players. It's going to be Shazion, Troy, and Ashleigh. We're going to be playing episode 6 of the campaign. As always, we're going to start the episode with a quick recap, but remember to tune in every Sunday as we continue to hand out content on our YouTube, as well as check our different social medias, including Instagram and our TikTok. On that note, we're going to start the episode with that quick recap.
Last time on Dice Age, yeah.
So the party members had managed to make it to the Dwarvish camp, where they found an anomaly in the previous episode where they fought some snowmen, and they found that most of the settlers there had turned into said snowmen before finally making their way back to the Caribou Camp. Upon arriving at the Caribou Camp, they were given some information about a monster that resides within this land known as a Wendigo. And on that note, that is where we'll be starting tonight's episode of
Dice Age, yeah.
You guys are currently inside of your igloo, and you guys were asked to head towards the camp on the Dwarvish side to meet with your leader, and it's going to be Grover Golden, as he begins to basically give you guys are supposed to debrief on this mission that you guys completed. So heading across the ice bridge, you guys are going to see the two dwarves. It's going to be the Axe Hand Ace and Benji. Axe Hand Ace kind of like stops you guys and goes, "You guys see anything cool while you're out there?"
I killed a polar bear.
You killed a polar bear?
Yeah.
Person?
No, what? There's people polar bears now?
Yeah, the Caribou talk about these people polar bears. You didn't kill one of those? You just killed like a regular ass polar bear, like in the wild?
I mean, it didn't talk, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's a regular one.
Oh, all right. Also, for everyone at home, this is Salem, the cat. She is part of this campaign. She's a proud member. She wanted her introduction. She will be here in every episode because she lives here. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. You got some weird tattoos on your arm. Is that like, you're gonna get like a little polar bear one to like match?
Yes.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
You know, Benji, what do you think? Benji just kind of nods. He goes, Yeah, Benji's a quiet guy. But
Classic Benji.
Benji goes, He just kind of like rubs his little dwarvish beard. And he's just like, kind of like, He moves to the side as you guys sort of pass your way through. Getting onto the other side, you guys would see the lush green ambiance of the area as you sort of see the moss-covered houses. You see a bunch of these gnomes sort of just out and about doing their thing, as well as the large tents that your guys' company is being staged in, as well as the Lucky Lady ship with sort of off in the distance as it looks like they're bringing in new cargo and potentially new people. As you guys manage to make your way towards the center tent where Grover is stationed, someone is sort of out front, another dwarf. He's just sort of, he's like the second lieutenant to Grover. You guys would have met him before. His name is Alphonse. He's just sort of this guy who's kind of like been going around and about. He wasn't there for your initial introduction, but he seemed to be off like doing inventory for the new payload when you guys came in. As he sort of sees you guys, he goes, "Three adventurers. You made it."
Yep. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Grover's this way. He sort of opens up the flap, and as you guys open up the flap, you actually see on the inside, you see 3 new members sitting inside of the front, and Grover's like giving them the initial speech, and he looks back and goes, "Oh, just 1 second, guys. Welcome back. I was expecting you."
yeah. See, you already got our replacements ready.
Oh, no, these aren't replacements. And then you see like,
No, I think they're
Yeah,
replacements.
they look like us. They actually look identical.
so actually, fun
That guy
fact.
looks like exactly a barbarian.
So one of them actually does look familiar as Alfarious. You see someone who looks roughly the same as you with no facial hair whatsoever as your cousin, Nefarious Clankin, seems to be here
Oh my god.
as he looks at you and goes, Alfarious? What are you? He's basically just a more
Nefarious.
muscular version of Alfarious.
Just a predator.
And he's just like,
Oh, dude, the brother.
unlike you, he doesn't have any cool tattoos or anything. He doesn't seem to mark it in that way, but he does have like a giant sword on his back, and he's just like, they seem to have needed another monster hunter. I assumed you were off killing things, but here we are, together at last. Missed you.
I pretty much killed all the monsters out there, though. Sorry.
Oh, well, these muscles are a little larger than yours. I'm hoping they're gonna do a little more damage.
You know, muscles don't really mean much if you don't have any skill.
Yeah. Next, Nefarious. So Nefarious is a human, just a giant human with like muscular body, shaved face completely, no body hair whatsoever, including his like armpits and chest that's completely exposed. He's just kind of sitting there. He does have like powder all over his body, like basically like a bunch of baby lotion. He like probably likes to slide in and out of situations. Some sort of oil that he just keeps on his body at all times. He's like, you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
But as next to him is two other people, you see a giant woman who's probably the most beautiful woman you guys have seen, including the elvish women. As she sort of, when you look at her, your eyes kind of burn a little, like singed. As this Aasimar woman named Laura Galen is next to him. And then kind of like tucked away down below them is this small like child with like a giant sort of wizarding hat. And he's just sort of sitting there and goes, oh, hey there. How's it going?
Hey, little guy. What are you doing here?
Oh, my name's Charlie. I'm Charlie the Large. And then Nefarious sort of grabs his head. He goes, no, this is Charlie the Small. He's like a 10-year-old boy.
What? Why are you? How'd you get here?
I was asked to come. See, I have like a little letter. And then you hear like Grover like stop. He's like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, just looking at my girl. I'm like, what the?
That's enough of your introductions. Yes, they were potentially replacements. I was informed that you had returned. Good for you. On that note, you three may be released as the three of them are kind of like taken out, and they're like though you see like the second lieutenant sort of comes in. He's like, I'll take you guys over to Sealoo.
As the lady is leaving, I want to slip her a business card.
Would you have business cards?
It'd be like just his pretty much not his number, but because they're not numbers. It'd be pretty much just my name on it. Like I just write it really quick and slide it. Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to do a sleight of hand check since you're making this on the spot, utilizing some parchment that you'd have on your person.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, yeah, would you guys like to do anything? Like, clearly this is your cousin. You guys have a lot of history. Alfarious, you and Nefarious seem to have always been compared, as he's always been big and strong, and you've always been fast and nimble, as people have described you.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect for Barbarian.
yeah.
Nat one.
So, you're scribbling away on this paper as she's walking out the room. Would you like to do anything as you see these three people walking by?
I'm just enjoying the entertainment.
Chaos.
So, as they sort of head off towards Sealoo, where they'll be staying, Grover goes, all right, well, welcome back. Appreciate that. So, what did we learn?
Well, we learned that they the settlement was they turned into snowmen.
You want to elaborate on that, or?
No.
No, that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombie snowmen.
Yeah.
Zombie snowmen.
Yes.
Well, fuck me.
And there was a man with he had a caribou mask on, right? No? Moose mask? Was it?
Caribou?
It's like a skull.
Yeah,
skull mask.
Yes.
I thought that was the Wendigo.
That was the Wendigo.
That was the Wendigo, okay.
Yeah.
Does he know about those?
He might. You could ask.
Yeah. We also spotted as the locals call it, a Wendigo.
Oh, window. Oh, window who?
Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like a large goat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, with a skull or a face.
Yeah, you can use magic.
Yep. And bring snowmen to life.
Interesting.
Very powerful goat.
So did you see that? And he's like pulling up his map. He's like, he's like, did you see that like here on First Pass Island or?
Yeah, it was in the Dwarven settlement.
It was in,
The snowmen were in the Dwarven settlement, and
Yeah,
then
well-
the Wendigo was in the island it crossed
yes.
from the Dwarven settlement.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's
I
just,
thought it was
he
like there was across like a body
he was
of
across
water.
like this body of water, yeah.
He was.
You're reading to my notes.
So he like writes that all down and like he's like drawing up the map and he goes, well, then that changes everything. Okay. And he like looks down at the map. He's like, very well. Change of plans then. We're going to be changing where the bridges settlements will be to transport from this island to the next. I'm going to need you guys to come along to serve as a security for the 3 dwarvish engineers that we have. That's going to be Laura, Dirk, and Farce that you guys have already met. They're going to be taking the large equipment that they have, like this giant mobile vehicle in order to like build bridges and stuff. You guys will be serving alongside the 3 new members of the adventuring party, Nefarious, Laura, and Charlie, as they will be traveling along with you because he's already paid them. So your goal will be to head towards, and I will give you guys your map when Salem gets off of it. So your guys' goal will be to head towards, rather than going towards the Dwarvish settlement, you'll be heading down towards the winding river, and you guys are going to be setting up 3 total bridges. You'll be bridging across the river here to here, so it'll be like 3 markers here. Traveling up this way towards the second bridge, which will be crossing the Polar River from here to here, and then taking the final bridge, building it towards the second island. Once you guys have built the bridge, you guys will then travel back, ensuring the safety of the engineers back towards the settlement. If all else fails, the engineers need to get back with their equipment, as that's worth more than any of you.
Yep.
So,
Makes sense.
this is your guys' map back.
Disagree.
No, I'm saying it makes sense, you know, but definitely.
No.
Definitely disagree. But not at all. It stabs me.
You guys, as players, will also be receiving some additional things. So first off, coming back, you guys get your 300 XP points for completing your mission, your 20 gold, and your 1 day of R&R.
Well, how much a piece do we get for experience?
That amount, 300 each.
300.
Yes. So whenever I give you guys your mission requirements, that's going to be a per person. I will tell you individually for like monsters and etc. how much you get. You can also gain additional XP for just doing cool things or nice things, but it'll be in smaller increments, obviously, or larger if you guys are fighting a large monster and happen to win. For your guys' second mission, if you guys were to complete it, you will receive 900 XP. That would be just enough to get you guys from level 2 to level 3. 2 days of R&R and 50 gold pieces. Upon getting the engineers back.
Yeah, let's get them back.
Heading towards Beetloo, you guys go into your individual sleeping areas. Does anybody want to do anything before you physically go to sleep?
I'm trying to think, what could we...
Is there any way to get me to get any tattoos here? How's that gonna work?
Yeah, so you can go within the Dwarvish camp. There is a guy, the guy who does the armor, the dwarf who like you saw like banging out the hammer and stuff. He apparently is also like that cool biker dude who also happens to like also do tattoos on the side. So like hearing from the locals, you know that if you really wanted a tattoo, you can go get one without getting hepatitis or whatever.
That's good.
So yeah, you just head there, and it'll only cost you like 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then apparently on the other side, here on the sort of plane of water, apparently Mushroom's really good at doing magical tattoos.
I like magic.
Sure do.
Okay, what does magical tattoos do?
So it'll be the tattoos that they have within the official rules for Dungeons and Dragons. You can choose one of the tattoos. So that will be the exception for magical items that you can receive within the game. Magical tattoos will be one of them.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay for them, obviously, but it is a option.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay.
And
Right, so on that note, as each of you guys manages to fall asleep, Patch sort of like looking at you guys and going, oh, you guys all look real tired.
yeah.
You guys get some sleep. You know what? I'm gonna bring you guys some grub in the morning. I'll bring it to you each. Bring it into the Beeloo.
Appreciate that, man.
And so as you guys fall off to sleep, you guys wake up to the smell of like freshly cooked bacon and like freshly cracked eggs, and then the smell of like French toast. As Patch sort of like drops a plate in front of each of you.
Oh, dope. Yeah, that's dope.
He also drops like the hottest coffee, just black coffee / or tea, because I know that you probably would have liked tea. Also, you didn't have eggs, so he would have just like slapped basically just the French toast on your plate and a couple berries that he found from Blueberry.
Oh, dope.
As each of you guys is managed. Oh, and some mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms, yeah.
As each of you guys are given your daily rations for the day. After consuming your guys' daily rations, what would you guys like to do? You have the rest of the day to chill.
3 day, yeah. Trying to think. What could I do? Terrain.
Yeah, sure. I'll train with him, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Violence. You've
So-
chosen violence.
where are you guys going to look to train? So there is an official training area on the Dwarvish side, and there's also an extreme training area here on this side.
Define extreme.
Yeah.
You're training outside in the elements, so
Oh, sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds great to me, actually.
I'll go too.
okay.
Why not?
So as the 3 of you guys head off outside of your Beeloo, Constitution saves for everyone.
That's 20 crazy.
Oh,
12.
I got a nat 1.
So that will be 1 point. Oh, actually, hold on. For a natural 1, I'm gonna roll a D4 to see how much damage you get.
I changed my mind. That's not what it is.
Are you sure you wanna you still wanna work out here?
We start going to
Go.
work out and he passes out. We're like,
I
Deal 4
just go
damage, my
grab
entire
another
health
blanket.
bar.
Is one of my D4s over there?
Can you catch?
Yes.
I don't believe in you.
Pew!
See, told you.
Kobe. All right, so
Oh, that's what it was.
So that's going to be 4 points of damage to you as you come outside after sleeping this really, really long sleep, and you sort of come out and just literally the thrilling cold starts to come to feel on you. As you feel a shaking in your backpack, as something in your backpack seems to be moving, just slightly.
I'm gonna go back inside. Never mind. He's out.
you're not going to train? Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Have fun.
Yeah.
As you go back inside, your bag slowly starts to stop.
Oh, it stops moving? Okay, I'm just indecisive. I am gonna go.
Another Constitution
Okay.
save.
All right. Coming in and out, I see.
Okay, that one's fine.
Yeah, so as you guys, the 3 of you guys manage to head off towards the training zone. It is essentially just a sheet of ice they have carved out over, because obviously next to like the fishing area, there's just a giant square area that they kind of carved out to basically be like the hockey area. where it seems like the locals seem to play their local games and stuff. They use their antlers to actually like puck the ball and like, and then you see like the goalie, which is actually blueberries, like grabbing it and like.
Just going hard.
And she's just like, they're like, oh, hey there, you guys trying to come play some casual game with us? As you see the Caribou leader like smash into another dude, like throws him off the ground. And he's like, it's a real nice game. It's not violent in any way, shape, or form. It's a fun game. The dude's like bleeding. Like one of the dwarves who like is a part of the company is just like, gosh, help me.
I'm gonna train in a different way than that.
I kind of want to do it that way.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah, let's play. I want to play.
Okay, yeah. So what you're gonna go do is you're gonna head over to the dog sled area, and you're gonna go ahead and grab yourself a set of skates. And you're actually gonna come out on the ice and play. She's also got some sticks for you, so that way you can go ahead and train with us.
We put blades on our feet.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah. So since you're not.
He's gonna start killing people.
I'm gonna start pirouetting and cutting people's heads off. Like, yeah.
All right. So are you gonna be the only one who's gonna play?
Yeah, I'll play.
All right. So we will decide that separately. You're going to just physically train, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to go like kind of meditate and also do like some just practice technique mainly.
Okay, so I will say that there is a natural running like waterfall near here.
Yeah.
That will be like rather intensive training. So you can like, you know, like where you can do like the dunks in the water and like
training montage.
yeah. So training montage is gonna be dun 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 dun. All right. So what would you like to be doing while they are doing that? Alongside the people who are playing, you do notice that your cousin is one of them, who seems to be just like struggling on the ice, but he seems to just be using his massive size to like smash into people. As he's like 6'7", 6'8", just like smashing into people. He's just like, woo, cousin! You, me, let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go! He's like, he like cracks open like a beer basically, like on the ice. He's just like, woo! And they're like, I like him. Yeah. He's a real local. As you can see him grab a drinking horn, like go into it. He's just like, yeah, this is what we do out here. We're just casual. We're just smash.
We're casual people.
Yeah, we're just real nice.
Goes through an eye.
All right. What would you like to be doing while they're doing that?
Is there a way for me to like train spells and stuff?
So there is like a library that you can go and sit in, but that is going to be on the dwarvish side. There's also like since you're used to like wanting to study plants and stuff, there is like a botany area inside the dwarvish.
Ooh, that one.
Okay, so heading off towards like you're gonna have to head off to the dwarvish side. So we're gonna do 3 different montages. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is different types of saves. So we're gonna do this game called what I like to call the roll off. So what's going to happen is each of you guys needs to beat me in order to accomplish your specific tasks. And then I will explain to you what they are. So you're gonna roll 5d20, and then you're gonna add up the 5 totals. I will give you guys my total number in order to succeed in your skill. You're gonna need to spend 3 days doing your skill, so yours technically isn't a rolling one. It's just gonna be for these 2. But you can still roll off if you'd like.
So would it be included?
You're competing against the books. You're like, I'm gonna learn you so hard.
Okay, all right. So on that note, 5 rolls, let's go.
And do we add our
anything?
Yeah.
So you're gonna add different skills. So yours is going to be wisdom. Yours is going to be intelligence.
Was it skills or is it?
Oh, we're starting off hard.
Is it abilities or is it a skill?
It's a skill. So yours would be a athletics roll.
Okay.
Yours is going to be
Okay.
Maybe acrobatics.
Yeah, yours is gonna be acrobatics, and then yours is gonna be nature.
Like how I tricked you. I have a plus 25 to
Yeah, I'm going crazy.
acrobatics.
This dice is insane. Okay.
Do I add it to all of them?
19 and a
Yes.
20. This is
Okay.
insane.
So you just had your modifier.
I got a 20.
Again.
Okay, no, that's it's not the same. And how many we rolled?
Stopped.
5.
5.
These rolls are ass.
Okay, I have my totals.
That's one, baby. I got 2 nat 20s.
Awesome. When everyone's done,
19, 20, 19, and then 4, 7.
so whenever she's done, we'll go through. So essentially what you guys will do for each of your R&R days, whatever your skill you're trying to work on, that is the skill that will get the bump. So for example, if you wanted a different skill besides your athletics to get a modifier, that would be the one that you would choose here to roll with.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that you're going to go with your acrobatics.
Yeah, my acrobatics are pretty high already.
So you
But
can
I want to go higher.
I was going to say you don't have to, but
Okay.
that's essentially how it works.
Yeah. I'm thinking, should I do athletics instead?
You can. So you just change your modifiers for whatever your rolls were.
Oh, okay. That's got to be, so I guess just minus.
And then you guys will do this for each R&R day.
So how does that work? Like if I already have proficiency in it?
If you already have proficiency, proficiency just means that you get the +2.
Okay.
So then that would just be whatever your modifier is on top of that. So let's say it's a 4, you can make it to a 5 after using 3 days of it.
Okay. I guess I'll just.
So which skill are you guys choosing? So you get to choose a skill as well.
Oh.
So you
I'll
can
choose perception.
Okay, so yours will be, you'll be utilizing this game in order to perceive the puck as it's maneuvering from place to place to place and focusing on that skill during the game. So I'll say that that's the main thing you're focusing on. What are you looking to focus on for this, Shazion?
That's what I'm thinking about. I think I'm going to go nature.
Okay, so you're going to be focusing on the adapting to the environments that you're in and developing the skills that you'll need in order to overcome the environments.
Yes.
So what that'll actually do is that'll give you a +1 to your Constitution modifier when rolling for cold element effects.
Ooh, okay. I like that, yeah.
So that's, I kind of think that makes the most sense.
That definitely does, yeah.
Yeah. So that just whatever you roll, add 1.
Okay.
And then plus your
Oh, I got 1 because I just put 0.
It'll be adding 1 to not
on the roll off thing.
Not on the roll off.
Okay.
No, but just in general.
add 1, okay.
Yeah. So after 3 days of doing this, you'll essentially be adding 1.
Ooh, I like that, yeah.
All right. And then Ashleigh, what skill are you looking to develop? So
that-
yours would either make sense with history or survival
Oh.
because of the skill that you're looking to sort of develop. But any of them can technically be utilized. I would just have to describe it differently.
I was gonna say investigation, but history would probably be better than that.
Investigation also works, so we could say that you're investigating the books and going through the information. So it's going to be 1 day towards that. All right. So now I need each of you guys to tell me your rolls, adding the modifier for the specific item that you chose. So Ashleigh, what was your total number?
I think it was 54.
Okay.
73.
Okay.
69.
So my number that you guys had to beat was 46. So each of you guys will have 1 day's worth of points toward that. Every time we do an R&R day, that you guys are focusing on something, that will be, again, having to beat the roll-off.
Got you. So just put a point in nature.
Yep, so that's just add like a dash or whatever to mark that. And then after 2 more days of R&R, utilizing the same skills and beating the roll-off. Again, I'm not using modifiers to give you guys an advantage. That way you guys can essentially
get it, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah. But so to describe what each of you guys are doing, so we will start off with Luna. So Luna, your character heads off towards the Dwarvish camp, where you head off to the apothecary, where there's different spells and different like vines and different books available on nature in the local environment. There is a small sort of woman inside of it. She's the gnome who also runs the gnomish collectibles. Her name is Claudia. It's her and her daughter seem to run both shops. She looks at you and she goes,
Oh, hey there. How may I help you?
I'm just looking to, do some research and read some books.
Oh, you're looking to read some books, are you? You seem to be not the only one. We already have someone back there in the reading area. You can join them if you want.
Sure.
So heading back into the reading area, you notice that the cleric from the new adventuring party seems to have already dived into books. She has a couple already laid out, and she's kind of going through them. And she's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have this reserved or something? I'm brand new, I promise. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just stopping in.
Oh, looking to learn more about the information of this environment, are you?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, well, maybe you can join me. And you kind of sit down together and have like a little reading session as you guys are joining together. Where are you from exactly?
Raven Rock, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Waterdeep, but That's just a place I lived for a while. I'm not really from this Marshall Plain, if that makes sense to you.
Yes.
Anywho's, it's good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Here we'll be adventuring together soon, so it's good to make some friends. As you sort of continue to read and go through the different environment, you're going to essentially have advantage after your 3 days. So you'll get the modifier to your survival, but you also have advantage towards local plants and local animals. So that'll give you some sort of extra knowledge when you're looking for those two different types of information. Moving into the game, we see you jumping onto your skates. While you're not proficient at skating whatsoever, you seem to be easily gliding across the water like Michael Phelps would, as you sort of just lightly go across the area. With such a high score, you're easily able to perceive this puck flying towards you and manage to match play against your cousin. I'm actually going to have you do a constituting strength roll against your cousin to see who gets the first puck.
What do you want me to add?
Your strength modifier.
5.
So your cousin, your cousin manages to check you off the puck as he slaps it forward and passes it off to one of the Caribou people. It's actually Mushroom, who seems to be like, he's like, oh, yeah, man. Ooh, this is such a good game. Everyone's so happy as he like headbutts a dude, and he's just like, oh yeah, this is such a non-violent game, guys. As he sort of slaps it into the goal, and Blueberry sort of catches it, and she goes, "Not in my house." I mean, not in my house.
Oh my god.
She gets like, and then you see like her dad kind of look at her and go, "We don't get aggressive in these games, all right? No aggression, just casual fun, all right? Now go ahead and have a sip of your drink, and let's go ahead and keep going." She pulls out some grape juice, basically, and starts chugging. Oh, geez, sorry, any Hoosers. As you guys managed to play through an entire game. I'm sitting off in sort of this like cavern, doing different positions. You see like a young human boy sort of walk up towards you, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, what you doing over there?"
Hey, man, I'm really into my Pilates training right now. Could you like back up a little bit?
Oh, sure. As he like takes a step back and slides into the water, he's like, "Ah!"
I'm like, do you want to do training with me?
He's like shivering. He's like, "Is it warm?"
Yeah, it's gonna get you super warm. As I'm like, so
he like joins you in his training, as he seems to be like really, really having a hard time.
I'm like, hey, when I was, around your age, this will help a little bit. As I like show him like you don't have to do the full movement. You can start small,
And as you show him different movements, you see his eyes start to glaze over as he seems to be like turning almost blue. And then he sort of leans back for a second, and as he does, his skin changes back to normal skin tone, and he looks at you and he opens up his eyes and he's just like, "Oh, sorry. Scary there for a second. Thought I was gonna die."
What was that?
I don't know. Just something that happens.
Oh, okay. What are you? Like, are you a human?
Oh yeah, just normal kid.
Any? Where are you from?
I'm from around. What's that place? The Mortal Plain. Yeah, the Marshall Plain. Yeah, that's the place. Yeah.
Weird. All right.
I don't know. I'm from a place. I can't really remember.
To be honest, yeah, I don't like to remember where I'm from either. So.
As each of you guys does your daily training with your different counterpart, you guys are kind of closing out the day as it's roughly what nighttime would be, as each of your contestants seem to be like, the locals seem to be like heading off inside. You sort of like seeing the game start to end and everything sort of die down as like people are starting to get ready for bed and what have yous.
Yeah, I'm walking back with him on my shoulders.
Yeah, he like, while he should be really cold, he just seems like he's fine now.
Yeah, Pilates is good, dude.
Yeah, he's just got a nice sweat going. As each of you guys make it back to the Beeloo, is there anything you guys want to say together or anything?
Who won?
So because of your
I don't know how to play this game.
so because of your high roll, your guys' team actually did win.
We did, obviously.
Yeah, congrats.
You didn't know how to play, but you perceived that it happened.
I perceive that we won. I don't know if we
I don't
won.
even know what that means, but that is dope, and I'm glad that you won.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. You taught me a spell.
You just
Yeah, no fireball now.
took some random child from the
No
forest.
fireball now.
Just some random
Watch
kid.
this. Nothing comes.
Exciting.
Yeah.
As the little kid Charlie sort of like heads off, and he's just like la 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 la. But yeah. And then would you like to say anything or interact with them in any way?
What'd you learn, nerd?
Learned about plants, man. Leave me alone.
Mushroom sort of comes up. He's like, "Oh, you want to learn about plants, do you?
Here come the drugs.
I got these mushrooms here. You guys can have if you want some."
Yeah, but we've had them like every day, right?
Oh no. These are the good kind of mushrooms. You know what I mean?
More nutrients? Definitely. I'll just take one to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you eat one, go ahead and do an intelligence-based roll for me.
Shit. It's over. That's a 7.
Okay, let's see.
Oh God, help me.
Okay, so as you take the mushroom, your mind feels awakened as you start to transport inside of your own mind, and you see the different parts of yourself. As you literally see them like outside of you, like levitating, and they're just like kind of just like sitting there looking at you like, oh yeah, you're tripping balls.
Yeah. I assume.
So like they're like physically in front of
so
you
it's
right now.
water, fire, yeah, earth, yeah. I'm just freaking out. I just go and like put my no.
Yeah. So as each of you guys heads off into side.
No, I want to eat one of those now.
I definitely want to have one too.
All right. Constitution. Intelligence saves.
15.
You're also gonna be high as shit.
10.
You're also gonna be high as shit. I rolled an 18. These are real strong. So as each of you guys sorts to go through your different experiences, you guys are actually brought into the Delu, which is where Mushroom stays, and he pulls out his drum and he's just like banging on his drum as he has like a nice sweat going. He's like, we're getting it, guys. We're getting it, guys. As each of you guys sees different colors and different experiences, you see the 4 elements within you sort of like going around, like they're actually practicing different moves, and you latch onto one of them as you seem to like memorize the move itself, and you don't know if you'll be able to perform it yet, but you know that you may shortly be able to.
Ooh, okay, cool.
As you're sort of going through Alfarious, you seem to see the monsters that you've slain.
Oh, that's dope.
And as you seem to recall the great battles that you've had over the years, including the most recent conquest over the polar bears and the snowmen.
Oh, yeah.
And then lastly, heading off to Luna. Luna, you seem to see a forest environment, and you see your home as you seem to be in your forest, the forest that you grew up in, the one that you feel the most at home in, as it seems to be that the trees and the animals themselves are talking to you and whispering like they did once when you were a child, and they're saying how much they enjoy your company and how much they're enjoying the ability to be able to have such great people inside of their land, as your family is one of the people who seems to take care of and protect their sort of forested area. And as each of you guys sort of are like, the banging on the drum continues, and he's just like, oh, 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 as it like claps his hands together, and all of a sudden each of you guys blacks out. And you guys are awoken in the morning with a sort of finger, and he's like, hey guys, it's time to head out. Seems you guys are off going on your adventure and whatnots. Anywho, so I brought you more breakfast like I did yesterday. As Patch puts a plate in front of each of you guys.
Patch, you coming with us?
I wasn't asked to come along. Did you need me to come along?
I mean, yeah, I think you should come this time.
Oh,
We have enough people to be able to protect you, and it seems like you have a valuable skill that we need.
is it cooking breakfast?
No, it's something
Yes.
else. Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well, golly gee, I never knew that cooking breakfast was gonna be it.
Yep,
But
little chef.
yeah, so as each of you guys manages to saddle up, so what gear are you guys looking to collect? We're gonna go ahead and fast travel through that portion of the game. So just tell me what items you're looking to collect before you guys head off on your journey.
What do you mean? You like, what items we want?
Yep, so like rations, remember anything besides non-magical items and weapons will be included on your guys' adventures. So if you guys are looking for a dog sled again, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, just to make sure that you guys mark all those things down.
Do we know how we travel? Like, do they have like a giant vehicle thing?
So they have a giant vehicle that the 3 dwarves will be riding in. You guys will be riding around that. Like you guys will be you'll be essentially the bodyguards for that unit.
But like, how fast is it?
Roughly 25 miles an hour.
So we need a sled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we gotta get a sled.
So I guess like rations, sled,
Well, didn't your axe get a little messed up?
the thingamabobby. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I would go get that checked out.
Repair my
Yeah,
axe.
Just repaired a little bit.
Yeah, so
guess.
we'll say that before you took your R&R, you dropped your axe off to get minor repairs. Is there anything you're looking to get from the general store?
Oh, no, because I don't have any potions or anything, did I?
No, but you can get like rope or like lanterns, camping gear, etc.
I'm gonna get all that and stuff in my bag.
Okay.
Those compass things, whatever, the time things.
Yeah, you guys just have those. You don't have to check those out again. Yep. So as you guys get,
Like 5 lancers.
yeah, I would just say whatever you guys think is the appropriate amount of stuff. As you guys sort of collect the remaining gear that you needed, you guys meet off into the front of the Caribou Camp, where you meet the other 3 adventurers, as well as the 3 dwarves who will be joining you guys inside of their giant vehicle. It looks like it has like a front plow shovel on it, as well as it looks like it has like giant metallic arms that seem to like literally like build pieces of the bridge. As it looks like they're magical in nature, as it seems like they're going to be making this magical ice bridge to cross these different terrain features.
Dope.
As well as like it has like this like little like almost like a water gun in the front, so it can shoot the magical ice
Oh, and then like.
and then smooth it out, and then sort of
That's
block
sick.
by block.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you guys are joined by the 3 other crew members, they seem to have their own sled. They're like, well, we're new here and we've never been out there, so what do you guys recommend? How do you guys want to travel this?
What's the little guy's name again?
So that's Charlie.
Charlie. What is some recommendations we have for him? Just watch your sleep and be mindful. And just follow next to us. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Do what we do.
Oh, okay. So do you guys want to take like the front, or you guys want to take the rear? Like,
We'll take the front.
okay. So you guys take the front with your 3. They have their own dog sled right behind you guys, or behind the sort of vehicle as you guys head off. So how would you guys like to be heading off this time? Since last time you guys were going at full speed.
Probably just try to be as
I mean, we'll-
defend these people.
I mean, we should just match the speed of
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the thing.
Okay, so that would be like a normal speed.
Okay.
I'm going to need each of you guys to do Constitution saves, and then whoever's going to be driving the vehicle should do the animal handling check.
That will be Luna.
13 Constitution.
11.
10.
Okay.
23 or 22 for animal handling.
Yeah, so you guys seem to be almost pros. I will say that after an initial day of riding, that you will be proficient enough to where you're not going to have to make rolls to do these specific dogs that have become part of your team.
Sweet.
So you will no longer have to make initial rolls to keep them going on your basic trail if it's just for movement. Especially with a 22, I think that's just fair. Maneuvering forward, obviously you guys know that you guys are going to be hitting the hot spot. So how would you guys like to navigate that terrain feature?
Hotspot, I forgot about that.
Well, how's the vehicle gonna get around it?
That is for you guys to decide. You guys are the ones in charge of this.
Let's.
So the vehicle, to give you guys a rough estimate, your guys' dog sled is a roughly like 10 by 20 size. So 10 feet wide, 20 feet long. And then your dogs obviously only go in like a 5-foot path, so they're in between those, that 10-foot space. This vehicle is roughly a 20 by 30.
Do the hotspots.
I don't know. I'd just say we go around.
Yeah.
Because like last time we went between the mountains and the hot spots and we got to the forest, so I'd just say like we go that same way and then we cut off before we reach the forest
Yeah.
to get to the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, it might take longer, but it'd be worth it.
Well, I think like we're just following what we did last time.
Yeah.
So I'd say we just
Continue on the same
Do
path.
that, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so maneuvering through that space, each of you guys need to do another con save and then perception checks.
Ooh, barely.
I lost mine. I got it.
Okay, a natural 1. All right, so that's going to be 1d4 worth of damage. So that is going to be 4 damage.
Jesus. Use D4s. Get rid of those.
Give me that one back. I'm gonna give you a different one.
Isn't this one mine? This is mine. Yes, this is mine. I'm going to keep mine. Sorry.
No,
13 con, 18 perception.
Okay.
19 perception.
Okay.
14 perception.
Okay, so between your guys' combined perception checks, I will say that you guys are able to navigate your vehicle as well as the other vehicles behind you to maneuver around the hot springs. You were able to see them last time. This time's no different, as you guys are sort of traversing through the first day. Fuel levels are going to be a huge component for the vehicle behind you, so unlike your previous form of travel, there's only enough fuel for 8 hours worth of driving. And then they have to refuel. And the refuel process is essentially, it's going to take roughly 3 to 4 hours to refuel the entire vehicle.
Gotcha.
And they have like a extra storage, which is why the vehicle's so long. They have to go into the back of the vehicle to refill the initial portion of the vehicle.
Should we maybe ask them to let us know at like probably 7 hours, or would it be best to just let it get completely empty?
It's up to you.
That's what I'm thinking. I think we should at least be like, give us an hour.
Remember, these are engineers who know nothing of the outside world.
Yeah, 100%.
And then a bunch of new adventurers who've never been to this part of the world.
Yeah.
So you can converse with the other
Yeah,
adventurers.
I'm gonna talk to the engineers, be like, hey, just let us know, like, give us like an hour heads up on that, on the fuel.
Sure. So we have like a gauge. We don't have like a way to like exactly know.
As soon as that gauge gets to like probably below half, let me know, or let us know, all of us.
Okay. Yeah. How would you like us to let you know? You're in a vehicle in front of us with dogs.
Do you guys have any magic?
Yeah. Yeah. We have like flares and stuff.
Do that then.
You want me to shoot a flare into the sky?
No, just like wave it and be like, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I got you.
So one of you is gonna have to be staring at the vehicle behind you.
Yeah, I'm usually in the back, so.
Okay. So you're gonna be monitoring the back. So
Just
every
like
roll.
the flare gun.
Every roll for the backside to determine where you guys are at pace is going to be them. And then how are you going to see the vehicle behind them? Because are they going to be on the left side, right side, or in the center? How would you like the other
Oh,
vehicle?
the other people?
Yes.
Aren't they behind them, I think?
They're going to be behind them, but how far back do you want
How far
them?
back? That's true. How far back do you guys think? Probably not too, just to hang back a little bit, but not too far back.
So what exactly, how many
I'll
feet?
say about like 10 feet. 10, 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say 20 feet probably. So 15, let's meet in the middle. It's like a deal.
Okay, so do you want them to be on the left side, right side? How are you guys maneuvering through this space? So essentially, you're
Right
looking at
side.
Right, yeah.
So you guys they're going to be on the right side. Are you guys going to be on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
No, I'd say
Oh, just both right?
no. I'd just say we're in the middle, like in front of the thing,
Oh, that's true, yeah.
and then they're
Well, if they
hanging to the
can't
right side.
stop, because I don't know how quick those sleds can stop. Is 15 feet going to be enough? Because otherwise, if they're to the right and they can't slow down quite fast enough, then they have like a little
Say 30 feet back.
give.
No, but this is us. There's the thing, and then they're just like over here, hanging over.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because then they can just stop.
They can just stop
hanging
next to
over.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not
That
right
works.
behind
I think we should be on the right though. That's why we'd be on the left. Right?
I
See
mean,
both ways.
I mean, we're in the middle. We can see what's going on the left.
That's true. That's true.
What?
Okay. Yeah. So how much space in between you and the vehicle, the actual physical vehicle?
I say 15 feet.
15 feet.
Let's meet in the middle. No.
Okay. 7.5 feet. So 7.5 feet away.
No, 15 feet.
All right, so 15 feet behind you, and then 15 feet behind them is the other vehicle. These things are going to become important because, like Ashleigh said, not most vehicles don't stop on a
Yeah, that's
dime,
what I was like.
especially a big vehicle like the one that's traveling right behind you. So, as you guys are traveling, I need again, I'm going to need perception checks from the driver as well as the person checking from behind you as you continue on this journey.
10.
23.
All right. So, as you are traveling along, yeah, you feel like you could see both the vehicle and the other sled behind them. But as you guys are traveling, I'll say that you hear something up ahead. A howling coming from the mountains that you've heard before.
I'm sorry, we're 15 feet back from them?
Yes.
I just mind link with them. I completely forgot that feature. I'll just mind link with the engineer.
How far is the reach?
20 feet.
So then you don't want it to be 20 feet.
I know, 15 feet.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you can push up all the way to 20.
Wanna do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, this is why you guys have skills.
I would say 20 feet, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just in his head, I'm like, hey, I'm in your head.
Yep. So as you guys are traveling, you do hear the howling coming from the mountains.
Yeti?
There's a giant monster seeming to head towards you guys.
Perception?
Perception.
16?
You do see a giant monster off just shortly to the right of the mountain, sort of just like peering off. It's a large sort of fluff monster. It's just sort of.
Noise. I didn't think about that too. Yeah. I'll mind link with the guy in the back.
I'll mind link with the Yeti.
Yeah, I'll mind link and I'll be like, we got danger headed up, so go ahead and slow down a little bit.
And as you guys begin to slow down, that is where we're going to be ending tonight's episode. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Dice Age.
Bye.